Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to the Nerd Ledger. I am Cage. That is Chair.
Chair.
Hello, hello, Sir Chair.
Greetings. Hello. Salutations.
Salutations. Yeah,
Blessed be.
blessed be or something. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Today we're just gonna talk about some nerd news. There's not been a whole lot, not a lot, but there's been some major announcements, I guess you could say. And then surprisingly, it was just announced yesterday that Fantastic Four tickets were going to go on sale today, and then they did. And then Regal's website didn't work for like an hour and a half, so that was fun. That was very exciting.
Mm.
Like it's funny because they put out like a tweet like tickets are on sale, and then all the replies are just people telling them to fix their website. So that's cool. And then they also announced that there will be a giant popcorn bucket that is Galactus's head. So
Nice.
that was pretty cool, and the eyes light up with LEDs. So that's pretty neat.
I'm sure you've already set aside the budget cash for it.
Oh, well, I don't work two jobs for nothing. This is second job for Galactus Buckethead money.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So there's that, and then there's been a bunch of like promotional stuff released for Superman, but don't know when those tickets go on sale. It comes out 2 weeks before Fantastic Four, so it's not usual for tickets to go on sale. 6 weeks out anymore? So I'm pretty surprised that they were even on sale today. But there we go. So, yeah. So the big news is that Harry, Ron, and Hermione have been cast for the reboot TV show. And it's three really no name actors. Like nobody's ever heard of them, really.
Mm-hmm.
They're all children, of course, and yeah. um, I don't know why anybody cares, but apparently people really care. So yeah, three people whose names you never heard of are gonna be Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Harry looks kind of like Harry, and Ron looks kind of like Ron, and Hermione looks kind of like Hermione. And people are really racist.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So the actress playing Hermione is like, I like
I think
her.
I saw the picture. These are like kids, right? They're like little
They're
kids.
actual kids, yeah.
Like they're children. Yeah.
Her skin tone is like someone with a tan. And like it's funny because people always complain like, oh, like that's not, there's not racism. It's just we want to see the characters as they're described, and none of this race swapping and gender swapping and whatever. But I implore you, if you really believe that, troll through the comment section of this announcement, because it is nothing but racism, like actual racism. It's crazy. And it's very uncomfortable, and it's that kind of stuff where like so much of the things happening in the world are terrible, and society as a whole is kind of dog shit. But like people really need to remember that social media is not real life. Like there are people out there who genuinely think how the people on social media think, but the people on social media are a minority of the people in the world, like a massive minority. So please, like, get in touch with your community and the things happening there and the people around you, because like this bullshit online is like, it's just not real. And the reason I say it, like, Harry Potter is massive, right? As a franchise, it's a massive franchise. And like, if you go online, all you see is people mad about Snape's casting and Hermione's character's casting and whatever else, and J.K. Rowling, right? People are real mad about J.K. Rowling. But if you talk to people in real life, most of them have heard of Harry Potter. Most of them probably enjoy Harry Potter. None of them are talking about J.K. Rowling and her transphobia. None of them are talking about, Snape being recast and Hermione being recast as characters with quote unquote darker skin than what they're described as. Like, it's not real life. Like, these are not conversations people have in the real world.
Yeah, for sure. It's annoying. And you know me, I'm kind of the worst co-host in the world, so I'm not really on social media that much these days. Like, I run Instagram Reels to look at funny memes and like pictures, like cute videos of dogs and like like cool nature photos and like food porn and all that kind of stuff. And I don't really like watch or follow the news anymore, so I didn't know there was this visceral reaction to the characters. So I didn't know there was all this going on. But it's just the internet.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, I read multiple comments saying things like, "Oh, it gives a new definition to the word mudblood." Pretty much, like, it's so fucking racist. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And there was other stuff too. I didn't commit it to memory because dog shit.
Mhm.
But let me see. There's some comments on this article too. But yeah. Okay. Do. Yep. Anyway, the other thing is, both Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars have been delayed. Doomsday is supposed to come out next year in May, and Secret Wars was going to come out the following year, 2027 in May, and they've both been pushed back to December. And the delays apparently are because Disney wants to focus more on the gargantuan vision of both movies. Both projects are looking to be among the biggest films ever made. Deadline noted that it lets the company focus more on the projects, so just give them a little bit more time to whatever. I think it's typically a good thing when you have a massive project and you're not rushing it, because it's you need to let things be what they should be, and when you rush them, a lot of times they end up not as good as they should be. So
Yeah.
In addition, Marvel also removed 3 MCU movies from the calendar. One was scheduled for February 13th of 2026, one for November 6th of 2026, and one for November 5th of 2027. We don't know what those were supposed to be, and so nobody probably cares. But it's their whole thing. Like, Disney and Marvel have been doing is, well, more Marvel has been trying to focus on quality over quantity. And so they're putting out less stuff every year, which is not surprising at all. And then I guess Rian Johnson talked about what's going on with his Star Wars trilogy that he's supposed to be making, and pretty much said it hasn't happened because he was focused on Knives Out, which is something separate that he does, and he said he can't wait to come back and work on it, and people are still mad about his movies. So there's all of that. But really, there's not a whole lot of other news that isn't just like boring, who cares kind of news. Yeah, there was something else I was gonna say. I don't remember what it was.
Then it must have not been very important.
Or maybe it was really important. I just got distracted by my own brain.
Yeah. The line that was going to churn this podcast into a machine that would literally take us to the top, and we could be making trillions of dollars, and you forgot it, dude. What's wrong with you?
You know,
Can't believe it.
Yeah.
It was the clip, dude. The clip with the 1 million views, and you just let it go. Gone in the wind.
Yeah.
Jeez.
My mom texted me the other day and said she was listening to our Thunderbolts podcast, and I said, "Oh, I hope you weren't too bored." And then she never responded. So, I don't know.
She got bored listening to it.
Maybe she
forgot to respond.
She fell asleep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She fell asleep.
So,
It's all funny.
but yeah, we got some exciting things happening, at least with Superman coming out and Fantastic Four coming out,
Mm.
and we have a new Doctor Who, maybe or maybe not. You like Doctor Who? And you like Doctor Who, right?
My love comes and goes. I'll put it like that. How about I put it like that?
Sure, that's fair. I do remember what I was gonna say now. By the way, I remember.
Oh, hit
I was
it,
gonna
hit us
ask
with
you
it.
if you watched the showcase thing. There's some gaming showcase today.
Mm, no. For
Okay,
what?
I have no idea, but I know
I
there
saw
was
that
one.
I know they showcased the new Witcher and it was like really impressive technical stuff, but I haven't seen any like gaming showcases or anything today. No, like I know
Summer.
they kind of gutted E3, so ever since then it's been hard because like now everyone does their own independent little show, so it's hard for me to like keep track of everything. It sucks.
Yeah, there was. I swear there was a one today. Game showcase 2025. Um, 1 day ago. No. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection announcement. Was it State of Play? Was that today?
I have no idea. I don't really follow Xbox, so
Is State of Play Xbox?
I think it is an Xbox one, yeah.
State of Play. It says PlayStation. PlayStation.
Or
That was
or it could
today.
be PlayStation. Yeah. I just know they announced Witcher 4 and such showed somehow like good nice it looks on PS5. So that's about it.
Yeah, I had tertiarily heard about a Marvel fighting game, which is why I asked. But
Hmm.
okay, so here's the full state of play. I don't want to watch it. I want to just read about it. Go away, go away, go away. Lumens Arise. Don't know what the fuck that is.
Arise is kind of a gotcha game.
Ah, so it's for weebs.
Yeah.
Got it. Man, this website is dog shit. Pragmata delayed again. Don't know what that is. Romeo is a dead man. Zombies attack, nearly kill Romeo, but luckily his grandfather shoves a big sci-fi thing into his head and turns him into a sword-wielding, half-dead, undead killer. Okay, so there's that game.
Okay. Yeah.
Silent
Yeah.
Hill F.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
new Silent Hill. It's like not connected to any other Silent Hill game. Like it's its own independent thing. That's what they're claiming it to be.
okay.
Kind of like a soft reboot of the Silent Hill series.
Well, that launches September 25th of this year.
Mm.
Bloodstained: The Scarlet Engagement.
Haven't heard of that.
It's a new Bloodstained game. The game started back in 2015 as a crowd-funded attempt to make a new Castlevania-inspired 2D action game, but has expanded into a larger franchise of its own, and it's about to get bigger when the new entry arrives sometime in the future. Okay. Digimon Story Time Stranger. So,
Haven't. I don't play any Digimon games or anything. Like I love Digimon. I think it's cute, but I don't play Digimon or anything.
yeah. Slick visuals and a lot of people screaming about the digital world. Someone living in. Okay, so that comes out October 3rd. There's a montage of trailers and releases. Don't know what Baby Steps is, but apparently that's a game too. Um, my webpage is lagging, so Hirogami, don't know what that is. Um, it's just another game. We're slowly loading on the screen here. Cairn, do you know what Cairn is?
Nope.
Me neither. Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden. Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound. Available July 31st. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Sony is making a fight stick. Okay, so what, like the old
So
arcade
if you don't know
sticks?
what Yeah, if you don't know, in fighting gaming, it's actually still popular to use arcade sticks. They
Hmm.
still use them quite Street Fighter and for all the other fighting games. So they they're just popular
Yeah.
things. It's cool, and they look cool. They have like artwork on them and stuff like that. You can customize them, and like it's just a neat little thing. So
Yeah, I knew a guy who he used to be a competitive Street Fighter player, and he had a bunch of
mm.
those. So, new Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater trailer dropped. Neo
I'm ex-
3.
ex- I'm excited for Snake Eater. That was a really good game. I'm sure it's gonna be a really good game when it's been remastered and re-released with better graphics and everything. So it's gonna be. It comes out 3 days after my birthday, so
Mm.
I'm very excited for that. Happy birthday to me!
Yeah,
And
they
yeah,
they say the ape escape mode is back and looks bigger than before, but the big news is at the very end where Konami is teasing what looks like a multiplayer mode.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Is Metal Gear Online returning? Question mark.
Yeah, and Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, it had a multiplayer mode that was kind of fun to play. It was a little gimmicky, it was a little cheesy, where it was kind of like eventually you would find like a meta build that was really powerful, and then you would just start cheesing everyone, and but still like it existed, and it was a way for Metal Gear Solid fans to connect over, like and have fun. So yeah, I'm sure it's shit. I gotta mark that as no sell.
Yeah. Neo 3, don't know what that is, but apparently it's a.
Neo is a Souls-like kind of samurai style game. I haven't played any of them, but I've been told they're very enjoyable, and most people like playing them. So,
All
yeah.
right. There's a new VR game called Thief. Um, that's coming out at some point. Tides of Tomorrow is a colorful game. It's a mix of online asynchronous gameplay and having to deal with other people's decisions in a dying and flooded world. It arrives in February of next year. Astrobot is getting more levels. I think that's just the PS5 thing, right? The Astrobot guy. Sea of
Yep.
Remnants is a colorful pirate game. Third person pirate game, cool style, big boss fights, ship gameplay, and mermaids. Then there's Sword of the Sea. The people behind Abzu and Pathless have a new game coming out, and it looks like you'll be doing a lot of six sword surfing. It will be on PS Plus August 19th. More games coming to PS Plus Classic catalog. DS' PS2 port, Twisted Metal 3 and 4, Resident Evil 2 and 3. 007 First Light reveals its new Bond. So I guess that's a new James Bond game.
Mm.
Ghost of Yote. Did I say that right?
Yeah,
Uh,
that's the next Ghost of Tsushima game. Yeah.
okay. Well, it's going to get its own digital event. Sony's promising a big gameplay deep dive for Sucker Punch's upcoming Samurai game. Expect to learn more in July. And then Arc Systems Works is making a Marvel fighting game. So there's a trailer for that, and I guess it looks like Tekken and whatever else fighting games there are. What's that one
Mm.
called? Mortal Kombat. There you go.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
Yeah, and the just like the little picture, the thumbnail on the trailer has Ghost Rider, Storm, Doctor Doom, Spider Man, and Captain America on it. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah,
Marvel versus Capcom. They've had fighting games in the past, so it's not like it's out of the question for Marvel to be doing fighting game stuff.
yeah. It's called Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. I don't know if I said that right. Tokon. Tokon. Anyway, that's what it's called. It will be out in 2026 on PS5 and PC. So, yeah, I guess that was the thing today. State of play. So, I guess that's pretty cool. Did any of that interest you?
Uh, I mean, not really, because I kind of play MMORPGs. That's my problem. Like, I know World of Warcraft Midnight, the new expansion is coming out at the end of next year, right? That's what I know. At
Hmm.
Midnight, it's gonna have world player housing for the first time, and it looks really good, and that's exciting. And I play Star Wars Galaxies Online, and like that's like a game only 2,000 people play realistically. So I don't
Hmm.
want to talk about it too much, but it also got just a new huge update and everything like that. So
Nice. Well, that's cool.
um, there's and then I play ESO, and that just got a huge update too.
Nice. What? ESO. Uh,
Elder Scrolls Online.
okay. What about didn't Elden Ring just get an update too, or like a
They just
DLC?
released. Yeah, they released Elden Ring Night Rain. I'm not getting it. I'm not really interested in playing it, to be 100% honest with you. It's like just a multiplayer mode of the a multiplayer mode, kind of like a Night Ring, kind of like an Elden Ring multiplayer mode. I'm not.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm not really too interested in it. So
Gotcha.
at least for
Okay.
right now. Maybe I'll get it later. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I haven't finished Tales of the Underworld yet because I don't
Hmm.
know. I just I've been working a lot. Um, and it's gonna be a very busy month because on the 18th I have to travel for work and won't be back until the 20th.
Mm,
And then Sunday the 22nd, I'm going to Santa Clara to watch Metallica.
nice.
And then Wednesday the 25th, I'm going to Concord to watch Pierce the Veil and Sleeping with Sirens.
Nice.
Currently have no one to go with, so if you are interested, let me know.
Yeah, I'll
it's
let you
it's
know.
on a Wednesday in Concord.
I don't know any of I don't
Uh,
know any of those bands. So maybe not. But we'll see.
yeah, and then Friday of that week, I'm going to Hard Rock Sacramento to see Dance Gavin Dance.
Nice.
So 3 concerts in 1 week after coming back from a 3-day work trip. Um,
Mm,
that's gonna be interesting, but you know we'll get it all in, and then yeah, I won't be working that weekend, the 21st and 22nd, because that's too much. It's too much. But I will be working the weekend after. So, and I will be working this weekend and the weekend after that and the weekend after that. So, well, not the weekend after that, but you know what I mean. Anyway, um, yeah. Anything exciting happening in your world?
nope, I got a real estate deal. I've been working on that.
Yeah. How's that going in general? Real estate.
So far, so good. Just chugging along, keeping my head down, working my little deal.
Yeah. Is it a very slow market right now?
It depends if you got a good house or not. It just really depends on the quality of your house when it goes on the market.
Yeah, that's true. I've been seeing some auctions lately, which is odd to me. Like, I feel like auctions are kind of scammy because, like, you put a low price out there and don't tell people it's an auction to get a bunch of people interested, and then later say, "Oh, it's an auction."
Yeah.
Doesn't that feel scammy to you?
Yeah, I guess kind of. I don't know. Like, I just know the process where you just talk with the real estate agent and you list your home for sale. And I think anything outside of that always opened up to scams or anything like that. The whole real estate thing is like kind of the whole, kind of like why they're there is to prevent like scams and everything like that. So it's
Mm.
just, you know, yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. Well, I don't really have anything else. There's the news is just bad. I'm sorry, it's just bad. Nobody cares that Dakota Johnson says Madam Web's failure wasn't her fault. Um, no one cares about Tom Hiddleston's movie that doesn't have anything to do with Marvel. Uh, no one cares about a bunch of Superman posters. Yeah. I already talked about the Galactus head popcorn bucket.
Yep.
Um, yeah. Superman's official rating is nothing like Zack Snyder's Justice League. Yeah. Cool article. Didn't need that. More rumors about Spider Man 4. Um, Some other movie nobody cares about. Yeah, just a bunch of nothing news. Oh, Thunderbolts box office gets closer to 300 million. That's good, even though it's not very good, unfortunately, because it was a good movie.
Yeah.
It deserved better.
It does. It did deserve better. I almost forgot I saw that movie in theaters. God, it's already been like a week, 2 weeks. Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah. Um, are you excited for Fantastic Four?
Sure, I'm always excited to go see a movie with you. You know, like it's like drive out there. You know, it's fun. Like I said, it's fun to do sometimes. You drive out there, get a Chick-fil-A on the way home. You know, see a movie with my pal, and yeah, so I'm excited for it. Like, is the movie gonna be like a blockbuster? Like, I hope so. Like, I don't know. But I guess my problem with this is like, what can they do that'll like blow my socks off? I guess you know they have to have some crazy visual something. They have to have some crazy like it's the hero like they can't subvert the expectations like the heroes lose like like
Well, the
they have to do
heroes will
something.
lose.
Yeah, they have to do something more dramatic than that. Something that gives it like a little more edge.
Yeah, there will probably be some surprises around Franklin Richards. I guess the real question that people are probably wondering the most is, will Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom show up, or will any version of Doctor Doom show up? I don't know if that would shock you or not, but that could be a surprise. Um,
Mm.
yeah, I mean, there's plenty of surprises they could put in the movie because really, like, they're showing us what they want us to see right now. But like, if the trailers are the movie and there's nothing else, then it'll be a really bad dog shit movie.
Yep.
So, not that I'm saying the trailers are bad. I'm just saying, like, if that's it, if that's all there is, then we're in trouble. But I don't think that's all there will be. I think they're just giving us little tiny bits, and they're gonna knock our socks off. Hopefully. So
Oh yeah, hopefully,
yeah,
that's the thing. Hopefully, we can hope.
yeah. And then whenever Superman comes out, we'll see that as well. I know it's like 2 weeks apart with that and Fantastic Four. So if you can't make it or don't want to make it for both, then we can just do
I'm
the
gonna try
Fantastic
really.
Four.
I'm gonna try very hard to make it for both. I'm sure I can. I'm sure I
Okay.
have the energy.
Cool. Cool.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Anyway,
What else is coming out this year?
this year, is there anything coming out this year? Hold on. I imagine there's Avatar, I think, in December, but I don't watch those movies. The little blue people ones, or the big blue people. I have a movie
There's
list
a new
somewhere.
Wait. There's a new Avatar movie coming out. Are you serious?
Yeah, the James Cameron is making like 5 of them or something.
Damn, that's crazy.
Okay, movie list. What year? 2025. So we have. Go away. Those have already come out. How to Train Your Dragon live action. That comes out soon. 28 years later is getting a lot of hype for some reason. Some zombie movie. F1 the movie. Megan 2. Jurassic World Rebirth. I Know What You Did Last Summer again. The Smurfs. Naked Gun reboot.
Oh yeah, I heard about the Naked Gun reboot. I'm not really excited for it.
The Toxic Avenger. Downton Abbey 3. The Conjuring Last Rites. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Yeah, the the Infinite Castle is gonna
Yeah.
be released in theaters before it comes out on. I'm probably gonna see it in theaters because I'm kind of a simp for that show. So
Yeah. Spinal Tap 2. Tron Ares is getting a lot of hype. Black Phone 2. Mortal Kombat 2 apparently is coming out this year. Predators Badlands. Now You See Me, Now You Don't. The Wicked sequel is also coming out. Zootopia 2. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. The new Avatar movie, Fire and Ash. A new SpongeBob movie apparently is also coming out. So yeah, those are all the other movies coming out this year. Not all. There's some I left out because I don't care, but the ones that we would hear about. So, yeah, but not on the Marvel calendar or DC calendar. There's nothing else this year, and nothing Star Wars until next year. So, yeah, there's a TV show Ironheart comes out June 24th, and that's the girl from Wakanda Forever. So, yeah, there's stuff. There's just not a lot, and I don't know. Like, news has been slow, and nerd stuff has been slow, and sometimes that's good because I feel like people have been so like inundated with it the past 20 years. Maybe not 20, maybe 15, but yeah, it's been a lot. So.
Yep. Need a new blockbuster. I think it was Dune, man. I think God Emperor of Dune, when that really comes out, is going to be a really good movie, and I hope people really enjoy it. And I hope they get weird with the movie because the book is weird, and it's also very deep. So, because the movie's like about control, you know. I mean, the book is about control. Like it's about like how to set up like an empire like that. And I just think that it goes really in depth, and I really enjoy it. And I hope I hope it's a good movie. I think Dune 2 was a new kind of blockbuster that we haven't seen in a long time. Like it's like a slow burn, and the new Dune game is coming out this month, and all that stuff. So
yeah, I mean the new Dune, well, both Dune movies are kind of reminiscent in some ways of the Lord of the Rings movies in the way that like they're slow-ish but really intense at a lot of different moments, and so it keeps people engaged, and it's a new world, and it's interesting, and you're trying to like figure out what's going on, and so yeah. But when does that one come out? God Emperor of Dune next year, the year after, something like that.
I don't know. I don't know 100%.
Let me see if it was on the list. 2026. Wuthering Heights. Mandalorian Grogu, Masters of the Universe, Toy Story 5, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, live action Moana, Spider-Man, Brand New Day, Shamalama, Doomsday. Nope, don't see it. I don't see it in 2026 or 2027. So maybe it just hasn't been given a release date yet. So
yeah, I just know they said they're making it. That's what I remember them saying.
Yeah, I imagine maybe 2027 then. There's gonna be Godzilla and Kong Supernova in 2027. Sounds right up your alley.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars Starfighter, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, and Secret Wars, Hunt for Gollum, The Batman Part 2, all slated for 2027 so far. So yeah. Anyway, I got nothing else. You got anything else? I think that was a no. I don't know.
Yep, that was a big nope.
Okay. Well, we'll see you guys again next time. Be sure to like, rate, review, comment, subscribe, do all the things, click all the buttons, and we'll be back and stuff. Bye.